I want to just take a few moments to talk about different things that were announced this week for Taizai. There was so much announced this entire week that I was literally fangasming. I was waiting for this day to really talk about it, since I want to talk about that Taizai fucking greatness. Okay, so there was a 15-second, teaser trailer shown of Taizai. It wasn't much really shown. All we really got to see was the character designs in the anime. And for the most part, they got him right. It looks fucking badass. And oh my god, Meliodas looks so fucking good. Now, I want to talk about a couple things, okay? With the announcement we had yesterday, we found out that the 7 Deadly Sins is going to be done by A1 Pictures. Now, right here, this is cause for concern. Now, I believe in A1 Pictures, and I know A1 Pictures can do a damn good job, especially with a show like the 7 Deadly Sins. But it also has a bad track record, because A1 Pictures can be good and bad. It did SAO Season 1. That's what A1 Pictures did. They also did Maggie Season 1. And look what they did for Maggie Season 2. So, I mean, we gotta look at this, okay? A1 Pictures has a good and bad track record. So, the 7 Deadly Sins can be a hit or miss, and it can be either ruined or it can be good. We don't know exactly, but I highly doubt, for instance, the 7 Deadly Sins is going to go past 24 episodes. Because A1 Pictures usually never goes past 24 episodes, so I highly doubt it's going to be an ongoing series, constantly episode after episode, something like Naruto, One Piece, or stuff like that. So, I'm going to just say and throw my cards out there and say that most likely we're not going to have a very long core run of the 7 Deadly Sins, but still, finding out that's going to be made by A1 Pictures could be a cause for concern, but I don't think we should really worry about too much at the moment. I mean, if A1 Pictures has actually learned their lesson, they most likely will do it correctly, since they did it with Maggie Season 2, and now they're doing it with the SAO Season 2, so, I mean, I really believe that most likely they're going to give this series justice, but I just want to let you all know, if you did not know that information, A1 Pictures is covering Taizai. Now, at the end of this chapter, there was a big announcement. Once again, another fucking big announcement at the end of a Taizai chapter. For the 3 past weeks, we've had fucking amazing announcements for this manga's greatness. So, it is revealed at the end of this chapter that they're going to reveal the opening and ending song of Taizai next week. So, probably around Thursday or Friday, we will find out about the opening and ending song, which has me so fucking hyped up, because I can't wait to hear what song they're going to choose for Taizai, because it's going to be so fucking great. And another thing is, we have a lot of major roles and voice actors going to be playing in Taizai this upcoming freaking October, this fall season. So, I don't know if it's just me, but I am fucking excited for Taizai to start being animated, because, I mean, there's just so much hype I'm starting to build right now after these past 3 weeks of Taizai, and seeing how this arc is getting better and better by the fucking chapter. I mean, just the greatness that this series is, it really is stunning me. Now, let's talk about the chapter. Now that I'm past all the different announcements and news, let's talk about this chapter. Okay, so, at the end of this chapter was very unexpected development. For instance, Dreyfus and we have Grimoire attack Hendrickson at the end of this chapter together as a core combo. They're going in, and you see that fucking artwork, dude. Did you see that with Dreyfus and fucking Grimoire just coming out with fucking swords about to slice up father and son? Oh, dude, the fucking artwork. Oh, the artwork is so fucking good. Oh, seriously, I mean, okay, it's not the best artwork ever, but I mean, the way some of these panels have been drawn recently really gets me. It's been such a major overhaul with the artwork in these past couple of chapters, and to see that, man, it's just really fucking good. It was really, really good. Now, the episode overall, it pretty much settled the entire Meliodas and Bond situation, which I am happy they settled that first, but before they got into the Hendrickson situation at the end of this chapter. So, it comes to terms that in the middle of this chapter that Meliodas doesn't really want to die. He just says he would lay down his life if he was in that exact same position. For instance, if the roles were reversed and he had to kill Bond, he would do it. Meliodas actually even stated that in this chapter, but he made a promise with Elizabeth that he will not die, and he's going to reunite all the 7 deadly sins, and he's going to fix the kingdom. So, pretty much, we find out that Meliodas is not going to go down without a fight. He's not going to just kill over and die, and so Bon is going to really have to work for it. And so Bon gets upset because, like, oh my god, I thought you did that speech to let me kill you and all that. That was fucking awesome. It was really freaking awesome. But at the exact same time, at the middle of this chapter, like towards the end, we were revealed that Bon is going to go with his captain and save Elizabeth before they settle this matter. Now, here's the big thing. So, the big thing here is, will Bon backstab the captain in the middle of this mission to go save Elizabeth? That's the big thing we gotta wonder about right now, because, I mean, if Bon's willing to go this far, I think he might be willing to backstab Meliodas in the back, but I'm not gonna say that now, but, I mean, it seems quite possible if that does happen. But looking past that, I feel like that entire conflict right there was really cool, and getting to see how the major thing was popped up in this chapter. Like, do you think, like, a girl you lost would love you if you were to do something like this? Like, do you think she would feel happy if she was to know that you brought her back by the means of killing someone else? And you had to see that Bond's like, I know that and all that. And so that was the question I've seen a lot of Chibits actually mention in the comments in the past couple chapters, and which I agree with. So, pretty much, it's obvious that, you know, if she was to get revived, that she would not feel right to be brought back to life with the means of killing, you know, Bond's best friend, because he would definitely have to live with that for the rest of his life. Just because, let's say she did come back, Bond would have to once again live with the loss of his friend that he killed himself. But as it was mentioned in this chapter, Hulk actually says that why would you trust a Horn talking to you, Bond? So, this brings up the question, is that Horn really the Goddess Clan? Or is it the Demon Clan? Is it something else? We don't know. There's still theories thrown up in the air with that entire development, because I wonder if Meliodas was to go to that Horn, what would the Horn do if it was to speak to Meliodas? So, a lot of questions I have floating around right now, but the chapter overall was a really good chapter. We also find out that Jericho and everybody else are kind of still alive inside the demon form's body when you see him walking around, because he still has some form of consciousness while they were talking. And so, it really gives off a sinister vibe. It gives a glimmer of hope in this chapter, but at the exact same time, you can really tell that the mangaka of this series is really going into darker themes. It's really getting darker with this chapter, because it's doing elements I did not expect in the 7 Deadly Sins. So, everybody, tell me your thoughts about this chapter. I mean, what'd you feel about that ending with Dreyfus and Grimoire? I mean, did you think that was fucking badass with that final panel? What'd you feel about Bond and Meliodas' discussion? What do you feel about that Horn that was talking to Bond to kill Meliodas? And how do you feel about Elizabeth's situation? Let me know in the comments below. I love all of you so much. You have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.